We know that the Son of God has come and has given us an understanding that we may know him who is true, and we are in him who is true. This is the true God and eternal.
one time I couldn't get the popcorn in my mouth. Kids, God wants to be exalted, and He wanted the Israelites to exalt Him. He directed them, and He delivered them in a great way, and He brings them to the wilderness, to the Outback. In the Outback, it's a test of faith. Are we going to trust the God of Israel, who is able to do anything? He's all-powerful. Or are we going to fear man and fail the test?
It's not about whether I can do it, it's about whether God can do it. Are we confident as believers that God can keep His word? Excellent. We have confidence. And why do we have confidence? We have confidence for this reason. Because as a believer, because Christ is working in me, and only because Christ is working in me, I can walk in light, and I can walk in love, and I can walk in truth, and that gives me the ability to walk with hope. And I want you, if you're a believer, if you've come to grips with some of these things this week, I want you to leave here with hope. My whole goal, the whole desire I had for this week was so that you may know. You can ask Mr. Stephen, you can ask Pastor JD. The whole theme I had for the week was that they might know. If you're a believer, if we're believers, then we will naturally want to walk in truth as believers. Because why? Because Christ is working that in us. Now, will we get that perfect all the time? No. We won't get that perfect all the time. We won't get love perfect all the time. Do you know that? As believers, we won't get love perfect all the time. But when we don't get it perfect, guess what we're going to do? we're going to walk in light. And we're going to deal honestly with that sin. We're going to confess that sin, forsake that sin, and let God cleanse us from that unrighteousness the way he said he would. We're not just going to blow it off and say, you know what, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. So if that's where you are, my prayer has been just as much that those who are believers would know that as that those of you who are unbelievers would know that. Because it doesn't matter what kind of prayer you prayed. It doesn't matter whether you go to church every Sunday. It doesn't matter that your mom and dad tell you you're a believer. It doesn't matter that you try really hard. What matters is Christ